You want to know the definition of an entrepreneur's nightmare? The thought that somewhere in your organization, right now, there's someone with incredible potential, and you might be missing them completely. Hi entrepreneurs, I'm Vicky Brown, and you're in the right place if you want to engage your team, boost your business, and grow your leadership muscle. So let's talk about how to spot and develop those hidden gems in your organization. Because here's the truth. Identifying high potential employees, well, that requires looking beyond who's crushing their numbers or consistently over-delivering. Now, don't get me wrong, performance absolutely matters, but relying solely on performance metrics means you're missing critical indicators of true potential. What you really need to do is look beyond performance. Watch for those employees who consistently show initiative. You know, the ones who spot problems and tackle them before anyone else even notices. These are your proactive team members who don't wait to be told what to do next. They've already identified the next 3 steps and started working on them. You also want to pay attention to how people work. High potential employees tend to need minimal direction. Give them the end goal and they'll figure out how to get there. They're naturally curious, always asking questions about why we do things certain ways and wondering if there might be better approaches. And when challenges come up, they don't just identify problems, they come armed with potential solutions and ideas. So think about it. When you're looking at your team, who stands out? Now, I'm not talking about who's the loudest or who's always volunteering for everything. I'm talking about those team members who just seem to get it. The ones who don't need detailed instructions for every task. The ones who come to you with solutions, not just problems. These are the people who ask thoughtful questions, not to challenge authority, but because they genuinely want to understand how things work. They're curious about the business beyond their immediate role. And when something goes wrong, they don't point fingers or make excuses. They focus on finding solutions. Next, it's time to discover their key traits. When you're evaluating your team members' potential, you need to focus on how they operate under different conditions. Do they maintain their effectiveness when there's pressure on? Can they pivot when circumstances change? These are the behaviors that tell you whether someone has true potential for growth and leadership. And yes, personality assessments can be useful tools, but remember, they're just that, tools. What really matters is how people show up day after day. Are they consistent? Do they demonstrate emotional intelligence? Can they read a room and adjust their approach accordingly? The way someone handles real workplace challenges tells you far more about their potential than any assessment ever could. But here's where many leaders drop the ball. They spot these high potential employees and then nothing. They pat themselves on the back for identifying talent, but don't do anything meaningful to develop it. And that's a massive mistake. Now, one approach I've seen work incredibly well is crafting what I call a Future Leaders Council. Now, this isn't just another committee. It's a deliberate strategy to give your rising stars exposure to high-level decision-making. You bring these individuals together to work on real strategic initiatives, not busy work, not make-believe projects, actual business challenges that matter to your organization. The key is rotating membership annually. Now, this does 2 things. 1, it creates opportunities for more people to participate. And 2, it prevents the council from becoming an exclusive club. Remember, the goal isn't to create an elite inner circle, it's to develop leadership capabilities all across the organization. Now, let's talk about learning and development. The days of one-size-fits-all training programs, well, they're over. Your high potential employees need personalized development plans that align with their specific growth areas and career aspirations. And this is where micro-learning comes in. Break down complex skills into smaller, manageable chunks that people can tackle between their regular responsibilities. Now, the beauty of this approach is that it allows for immediate application of new skills and knowledge. But here's the critical part. You've got to track engagement and progress. Oh, not to police people's learning, but to identify who truly is committed to their development. Who's not just completing assignments, but actually applying what they've learned. Who's sharing their insights with teammates. These are the behaviors that tell you volumes about someone's potential for growth. Remember, developing high potential employees isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing commitment. You need to create opportunities for them to stretch and grow, provide regular feedback, and be willing to let them fail occasionally, because that's how real growth happens. So what's the bottom line? Your organization's future leaders are already there right under your nose. They're working for you right now. Your job is to spot them, challenge them, and give them the tools and opportunities that they need to develop their full potential. And one final thought. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that high potential necessarily means future executive. Some of your highest potential employees might be technical experts who never want to manage people, and that's perfectly fine. The goal isn't to force everyone into leadership roles. It's to help each person reach their full potential, whatever that looks like for them. Your company's success depends on your ability to identify and develop the right people. Start looking beyond the obvious indicators. Pay attention to those quieter signals of potential. And most importantly, take action. Because spotting potential without developing it, well, that's just a waste of everyone's time. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe and share. And if you feel like you could use some help as you navigate leading and managing a team, check out the Leader's Journey Masterclass. We're here for you with micro courses, templates, guides, and a great community to answer your questions, quickly help you grow a team of superstars, and get you back to the business of running your business. Just use the link in the description for details. And remember, your inspired leadership is the secret sauce to having a high-performance team and a wildly successful business you'll love. I'll see you next time on Leader's Journey.